as a whole, we do need to come together, right? I never disagree with that. Only thing I was trying to do was bring awareness that not everybody from everywhere like to be called African. You get what I'm saying? But it was something about like I was saying before. But I seen a lot of people in the comments just on some ignorant. Oh, you African? Oh, this, that, and the third. Um, it was even one guy that was like, your grandmother don't even know where she's from. That is hilarious to me. Like what? You got to make sense of that, my boy. But anyway, though, man, I'm not here for that. I am here to extend my respect to African and African culture. I told y'all before I want to bring a food to extend my respect and say put me on other African cultures and stuff like that. This one right here, we will be doing. Oh snap! This one right here, we will be doing about African foods. Now, I may cook African food this weekend. It's say the top 10 African dishes that you must try. So, I guess he's saying that I must try it. Hold on real fast. Let me check her work. I told you before, man, they mad at me, man. They feel as if like I'm African. I don't believe in the story because it is just a story of the first human beings starting in Africa and all that other stuff. I don't associate with that. I don't associate it with African slave ships. I don't associate with anything like that. I feel as if like people, it is not about Christopher Columbus or anything like that. People been traveling way before Christopher Columbus. There's books that tells you that. There's African books that tells you that even Africans came over here and seen people of my hue, my complexion, and stuff like that. So it's like it always comes to the question of the me being from over here. I don't like to call myself black, nor I like to call myself African American. I always tell people, third grade was like around the time, second grade is around the time when you hear about slavery, right? I believe it's mostly third grade. And it never really made sense. But when I went home to talk to my grandmother like, the hell? Like, they try to teach your mother this, kinda, at the end. And you're not an African. You're not a slave. Like, who the hell is a slave? Like, all this other stuff. And I've been knew this. I just been knew this, know what I'm saying, due to my elders. But you'll have still some people that's like, oh, no, you African, you this, you that. To me, that's more of disrespecting somebody because you're calling somebody that you yourself don't even know. You don't even call yourself African. And I'm not trying to make this into a back and forth because it would never be a back and forth of who I am. You get what I'm saying? People could say all that, oh, you African. People don't realize, like, bro, we dealt with that when we was young in school. If you was like dark in my complexion, it was a light-skinned dude, and y'all two was cracking on each other, the first thing they would say is, nigga, you African, you black. That's the first thing they would say. You get what I'm saying? Like, they going straight off of how dark you are and placing you in Africa as if, like, ain't no light skins in Africa. You get what I'm saying? It don't hurt me when people say that. To me, it's like, okay. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? But anyway, though, man, let me get on to the show. No salute, but definitely salute to myself. I am extending a branch to Africans. I hope y'all tell me what kind of food, what else food, or what else y'all would love me to do about y'all culture. My other video that I did about Burna Boy, I said what I said. People still writing in the comments. They could be however they want. But anyway, though, man, road to 1K for this channel. Get your boy there. This is an extent of my respect and trying to find out like what's happening over there. As far as you know what I'm saying, this is like a top food dish. I guess this is like how he feel about it. So I'm not trying to keep y'all for long with this one. Without further ado, enough of me yapping. Let's get to the strapping.
Food is the main reason us as humans are able to live and move. I must say it acts as fuel to the human body. And when it comes to Africa, we have an assorted range of foods that
is that grits or rice?
I enjoyed across the continent. There are quite a number of factors that determine the types of foods that I enjoyed in different locations across the continent. And among these, there is culture, the locality, the weather patterns that hugely determine the types of soils in that particular location, and also preference in terms of taste. In this video, we share the top 10 most commonly enjoyed foods across the African continent. Remember that these are not in any form of chronological order. Maybe you've tasted some of these and others you've never tasted. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to like, subscribe, and also share this video with someone that would like to learn about the African.
For a second, I'm gonna say facts. Love, my boy. You know I will. You definitely know I will, my boy. This is definitely gonna be interesting because he's not staying in one spot. He's giving me like things from all over Africa. You get what I'm saying? All right, man, let's get it.
African continent. Hey, did you know that Swahili is one of the most spoken languages on the African continent, with close to 200 million speakers on the continent and other parts of the world? If you're interested in learning Swahili, we've created an easy to learn Speak Swahili for Beginners course, and we believe this is the best course on the market. So if you want to enroll for the course, head over to the description box and click on the link to enroll.
Hey, my boy. Come on now. I just want to get to the food. To Africa. One of the first times I ever got called the N-word was by a African. You get what I'm saying? It kind of confused me because I'm like, but you and dude, you get what I'm saying? But he was like, nah, you a, nah, I mean, because you from America. And I'm like, yeah, yo. That hurt. That hurt. I could have really been ignorant and said, man, F all of them, and I ain't messing with nobody. But you know what? I'm still showing love. Even with all you hate comments, I'm still showing love, my boy. You can't never beat nobody that just keeps showing love. Because after a while, everybody's just going to start getting on him like, yo, bro, he's not trying to be ignorant to this. He's really trying to learn and understand other cultures. So leave him the hell alone. You get what I mean? But anyway, though, man, let's get it. Let's get into this food, bro. Word. Good looks, cuz. Good looks, cuz.
Ugali. This is a very common meal in East Africa, widely enjoyed in countries such as Kenya, Uganda.
Hold on now. I got my ball now. Hold on. You said Kenya. That's right there. Kenya. All right.
Tanzania, Rwanda, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and some other.
This is a very common meal. Wait, I thought he said west. He said east. Some cultures begin.
The communities around the region. The meal comprises of maize flour that is mixed into hot boiling water and then mingling starts. So as the mingling is done, this creates a solidified food that is later served as the ugali type of meal, or you could call it posho.
So this is flour. Hey, Cap, yo, you ever tried this, my guy? You ever tried this? Let me know that. And this is the chicken, just regular meat. Well, let me see the milk. Mix the hot water. I may can't have this though. With chicken, okay.
In common terms, you could call this cornbread, and this is usually served with sukuma wiki or veggies, with beef stew, or else chicken stew or beans.
That look pretty alright. That look pretty alright.
Injera. This is some type of food that is commonly enjoyed.
Who's that? Who's that? That's still in the east or the west? I think that's the east. I think that's the east. I think that's right there. All right.
Enjoyed in Ethiopia and Eritrean communities. It is a raised flat bread that is made of teff, which is a tiny round grain that grows in the Ethiopian highlands.
Oh, so I would have to get it from over there.
On making it, yeast is also added to the teff to enable this mixture expand when it's added onto the pan. Trust me, when you visit an Ethiopian or Eritrean home, you will be served with this, and this is one of the signs to show hospitality in an Ethiopian or Eritrean home.
Let me see the other side. Flip it over.
Fufu. This is widely enjoyed
I heard this before.
in West Africa, in countries such as Ghana,
that's
Sierra
what I heard.
Leone, the Central African Republic, Guinea, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Benin,
Damn,
Togo,
that's the
Nigeria,
whole Africa, my boy.
the two Congos, Cameroon, Angola, and Gabon. This is basically a dough mixture which is either made from fresh or fermented cassava. The cassava is pounded together with plantains to have a final product as the fufu meal, and this is usually served with beef stew.
I want to know, does somebody's hands ever get like they did it at the wrong time? Cause that thing looked like out. But anyway, man.
Or any other type of sauce that is readily available. Matoke, or you could call it the banana meal. This is widely enjoyed in East Africa in countries like Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The meal is prepared using a special type of bananas that are first peeled and
Let's get it.
then let to boil in a pan for some minutes, and later these bananas are served with a sauce such as beef, chicken, or groundnuts or peanuts.
I'll go back. All right. Let's get it.
Gari. This is enjoyed in West Africa and commonly in Nigeria. This type of meal is prepared using granulated cassava, whereby you have to first peel it and then cook it. After the cooking is done, then this cassava is left to ferment for some days, and it's from this that it either turns yellow or been left to ferment. After all this is done, then you can go ahead and prepare your meal, and I must say this compares to your normal cereal that you probably have.
Jesus Christ, bro. Everything is popping up right now, huh?
Have for breakfast on a daily.
Oh, that's a breakfast. That's what I should have typed up.
Couscous is a North African dish that is widely enjoyed in Northern Africa in countries such as Morocco, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, and some West African countries such as Mali, Niger, and Mauritania. It's a traditional Babel dish that contains granules of durum wheat, which is prepared by steaming. I must say this is a very healthy meal, and like rice, couscous can take up any kinds of flavors added to it for the liking of the person that is trying to prepare the meal.
It looks very, very healthy. Like, but where's the meat? So no meat goes with like certain foods. And is this a lunch thing or is this dinner? You know what I mean? Y'all let me know that down the comments.
Mealie pap. This is a type of dish that is widely enjoyed in the southern part of the African continent in countries such as South Africa, Botswana, and Namibia. It is a porridge-like meal that is prepared for breakfast, but one can even have it with meat and veggies for lunch or any other type of occasion such as dinner.
What is that? Chicken. Bro, you didn't even tell me how to make it. Oh, I think I had this.
Jollof rice. Now this is one of the most common dishes on the African continent, and it's widely enjoyed in West Africa. I'm sure you've had some of these battles between maybe Ghana and Nigeria on who makes the best jollof rice.
Bro, this ain't a competition. I was gonna ask who y'all think make it the best, but this ain't no real competition. I just want to try that again. I definitely had African food before. I got a couple of African friends. Like I don't. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, let's get it.
Jollof rice is enjoyed in countries such as Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Cameroon, Senegal, the Gambia, Togo, and Ivory Coast. As you move from country to country, you'll notice a slight variation in terms of taste of this jollof rice meal, but I must say it still remains jollof rice.
That looks good, though.
The rice is usually mixed with veggies plus spices and left to boil at medium-low heat or temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then when it's ready, it is served with either chicken, turkey, beef, goat's meat, or fish with salads.
My stomach's starting to growl now. Hold on. He said only 20, 30 minutes. That ain't nothing. I hate when you gotta cook food for long. Oh my gosh. I think I had this before.
Chapati.
Yeah.
This is an East African delicacy enjoyed in countries such as Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. It's basically a mixture of wheat flour with any type of veggies to form a dough that is later used to make chapati. These chapatis can be served with sauce such as beef stew or chicken stew, and other times it can also be served with eggs.
Probably make me a bacon, egg, and cheese on that.
Tuwo is a meal that is enjoyed in Nigeria and Niger in the West African.
The way he pulled up $100,000 to eat. Is half of the stuff that he's making is cheap to make? Know what I mean? Because I think some of these things I probably can't get. I probably just have to like freestyle it depending on like what I have to put in it though.
The Xhosa people of West Africa are commonly known for this type of meal, and trust me, if you visited any of the Xhosa restaurants, then you would find this type of meal. These are rice balls that are usually prepared with a soft type of rice and normally served with soups or stews called miyan kuka or miyan kubewa or miyan tushe. So definitely this is one of those meals for you to try out. Well, those are the top 10 African meals that we had to share in this video. Hope you found this very helpful.
Bro, this nigga look like he went to the most
let us know down
expensive
in the comments if
restaurants over there. Was like, yeah, man, this is the best thing. Y'all gotta put me on like certain things that I could make.
Subscribe
that ain't too expensive.
That would like to learn about the African continent. Thank you so much for watching. We recommend you watch this next video for you to learn more about the.
Man, I definitely have to try a little more African food. There's a couple of African spots that's over here. I would definitely love to do a mukbang. If y'all got any suggestions, remember I do have a beanie, so you have to. I definitely have to watch what I eat, like I always do. You know what I mean? But like I said before, this is not me disrespecting nobody, so ain't no reason to leave no disrespectful comments. This is me actually trying to know a little more about y'all culture. I always tell people music, food, movies, and a little bit of talking and sports. Bro, you can never go wrong with that, especially when you trying to know a new culture. But if y'all want me to do any other thing like this about y'all or about a Pacific country over there, I mean food-wise, road to 1K on this channel, road to 10K on my other channel by the end of this month. Like I said before, if y'all want me to do anything else about y'all culture, y'all already know, man. Just tear them comments up. I'm coming with love, not hate, my brothers. And this your boy Key. Holla. My guy Cap.